Okay, very good morning, all of you. Now, your second lecture is EM, Engineering Mechanics. Okay, so I was observing some of the participants are leaving. Hmm? So don't leave. You are having only the single link, and from this link only, your all lectures will be conducted. Okay. So to begin with now, see our lectures will be, I will use in between Marathi also, English as well as in Marathi. Our all lectures will be there. Okay. Some for some difficult concepts regarding the subject, I will explain it in the English. Then I will tell you in Marathi also. Okay, if required, if you tell me, if you give me feedback like that, sir, please explain once again in Marathi. Then I will explain those things. Okay. So before moving further, let me introduce myself. So my name is Sri Krishna Avinash Gosavi. Okay, you can call me Gosavi sir. Basically, I am from civil engineering department. I am working as an assistant professor, also the assistant HOD in this civil engineering department. So I am having total experience of near about 10 years, 10 to 11 years experience I am having. So out of which I have worked in the industry for 1 or 2 years. I have worked there, and then I have switched to this
Sir, voice
teaching field.
nothing, sir.
Now my voice is audible. My voice
Yes,
is
sir.
audible to everybody. Please
Yes,
check
sir.
your range.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, if others are getting my voice loud and clear, then you should check your range also. Sometimes if you are not in range, then you are not able to hear the voice. Okay, all others, my voice is clearly audible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was telling about myself that my name is Sri Krishna Avinash Gosai and I am working as an assistant professor and assistant HOD in the Department of Civil Engineering, Paris College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Near about 10 years I am here in this profession. So in short, I want to tell you about myself that in 2009 I have qualified for the MPSC examination, which is of the irrigation department. But I was interested in the MEM Tech. So after cracking the mains exam, also I have not appeared for the interview because my vision is clear from the start that I want to go in this field only. So in 2009, after that MPSC, I have given in one exam in 2012, I think so, RRB exam. Okay, Indian Railway, you are might be knowing that sectional engineer post was there. Only written exam was there, and interview was not conducted by them based on the merit of the written exam. The direct selection will be there for the post of sectional engineer in the Indian Railways. So I have also cracked that exam in 2012. But at that time, my MTech was in the progress. I was doing my ME MTech degree in structures. So that is why I have not gone for that job also. So regarding the government job, and because right from the start I want to do the job in this sector, so I am here in the teaching sector. Along with the teaching in the civil engineering department, we do the various consultancies. Okay, we do the various consultancies. Near about our consultancy in last year was up to total consultancy was up to 1 crore rupees. Okay, so in the consultancy, we are having near about 5 to 6 nagarpalikas are there. That is Pandharpur Nagarpalika, Kurdwadi, then some work from Mangalveda, Solapur. All these works we are doing as a consultancy. We are so what is meaning by consultancy? So suppose now you are seeing that road work is going on. Okay, so the contractor does the work of completion of the road, but to get the bill of that road, to get the payment, once the contractor put his money, he develops the road, and then he put the bill to the government, and then government will pay him the money according to the bill. So while putting the bill to the government, the contractor should get it verified from the third party. Okay, and the third party is our college. Okay, we verify those drawings and those road what he has done. He come to the college with some samples of the road, what he have provided, what quality of tar is used, what quality of sand and coarse aggregate is used, and based on that we give them the report. Unless and until he get our report, he will not get his bill. Similarly, like ours, other colleges also doing the consultancy, but our college is at the top level, at the highest. Okay, so this is a very brief introduction about me. Regarding the subject, I have taught applied mechanics 4-5 times before also. When offline teaching was there, at that time also I have taught this subject. Apart from applied mechanics, I have taught strength of material, the higher version of applied mechanics. Then your design of steel structures, again higher version of this subject, and design of concrete structures. So basically, applied mechanics is the very basic subject for civil and mechanical students, as well as it is having the application part for CSC as well as ENTC students. Okay, you require the mathematical part, logical part, and resultant part of this subject in your branches also. Okay, so that is why this subject is common for all the branches. Okay, so this is about me. Now I have got your roll list. Okay, according to this roll list, total 59 students, 59, 60, 61, 62. 62 students should be there in the class. Okay, and I am observing here attendance is of only 50 students, that is including me. So 49 students are there only. So it should not be the case. Okay, असं असायला नाही पाहिजे. You should attend each and every lecture. You might have the introductory lecture from your CC. Maybe H पवार सरांनी तुम्हाला इंट्रोडक्टरी लेक्चर दिला असेल, त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला सगळं सांगितलं असेल, ESC काय असते, ICA काय असते, ISC काय असते, सांगितलंय ना?
हो सर.
हा, म्हणजे ह्या गोष्टी तुम्हाला आता माहिती आहेत ना, म्हणजे सेम थिंग आय एम नॉट गोइंग टू रिपीट इट. That is why I am asking to you. You may be familiar with ESC, then ICA, then ISE. All these things are there. Okay. So तुमच्या अटेंडन्सला सुद्धा मार्क आहेत हे सरांनी तुम्हाला सांगितलं असेल. सांगितलंय का नाही? येस नो?
येस सर.
हा, त्याने पर्सेंटेज पर्सेंटेजही तुम्हाला सांगितले असतील, क्रायटेरियाही तुम्हाला सांगितलं असेल. तर लेक्चर फक्त बंक करू नका. ओके, तुम्हाला लेक्चर अटेंड करायचा किती जरी कंटाळा एखाद्या दिवशी होत्या माणसाला की कधी कधी कंटाळे येते, तरी सुद्धा लेक्चर कधीच बंक करायचे नाही, एवढं लक्षात ठेवा. इफ यू अटेंड द लेक्चर रेग्युलरली, आय गॅरंटी यू विल गेट व्हेरी गुड मार्क्स इन द एक्झामिनेशन. आणि तुम्हाला जे काही सब्जेक्टशी रिलेटेड काही जे नोट्स असतील, 99% तर तुमची एक्झाम ऑनलाईनच होईल. 99%. 1% मध्ये काही सांगू शकत नाही आपण की वेदर इफ युनिव्हर्सिटी सेज दॅट नो नो नाउ दिस टाइम वी आर गोइंग टू टेक द ऑफलाईन एक्झामिनेशन, then the examination may be offline also. In 1% there are chances of offline examination, but 99% it will be online. Okay, so most of the MCQ question banks and most of the things are there with us. We will provide you everything. Just the thing is that you have to attend the lectures regularly. You have to ask the doubts if any doubts you are having, and then you have to do the study. You will get the MCQ question banks also. Okay, so with this note now, what I want to tell you that regarding this subject, applied mechanics, this subject is very important subject because here you are going to learn the forces. Okay, and the forces which are acting on the rigid bodies. Okay, and those rigid bodies may be they are stationary, they are at one place, or maybe they are moving. Okay, so on those bodies we are going to analyze what is the effect of the force, what is the resultant force, and what is the what we can say its outcome. Okay, magnitude of resultant force and all these things. So we are going to study in this subject. Okay, so here for the subject now, first of all we will go to the this college vision and mission, that I will tell you what is our college vision and mission. Okay, just wait 1 minute. See here. Okay, so you can see over here, this is our institute vision. Okay, so what is the vision? To be nationally recognized amongst the best institutes in India for excellence in technical education. This is our institute vision. Vision means what? It is the long-term goal. Okay, this is our long-term goal, very long-term goal, that our institute should be recognized as the best, one of the best institute from the India for the technical education. And from that point of view, we are providing you everything, and we are trying to become to achieve that level. Okay. Then second thing is institute mission. Mission is to impart the value-added technical education through ambience of academic excellence, research, and life skills by inculcating personal touch and respect in the relationship amongst the stakeholders. Stakeholders means students, then parents. Okay, all these are comes under the stakeholders. So we want to grow. We want to achieve the academic excellence. We want to also develop the research culture. Here you can see we want to also develop the research culture. Our students should do the research. Okay. Then life skill also we teach over here to you, how to behave and how to face the any situation, that you will learn step by step also within the different subjects. And by inculcating personal touch, so the simple example of the personal touch is, now you may observe that from last 2 days, 1 hour session is conducted, okay, by your class coordinator. Okay, why those are conducted? We can directly conduct from today itself also now, first lecture, but we have conducted those session to, you should get familiar with this Zoom platform, you should get familiar with your class coordinator, you should get familiar with your subject teachers, that you should not afraid to ask the doubts. Okay, so that is the thing which is getting developed through this personal touch. Okay, so you can, if you are facing any problem, you can call to your CC class coordinator or subject teacher, and you can tell them, so this and this is the problem, and what we can do it in that, we will find out the solution regarding that. So this is our institute mission. This we want to achieve. This is our institute vision and mission. Okay. So now, in addition to this is our subject engineering mechanics. Now I will give you my mail ID and contact number also. So please take it down, so that if you are having anytime any doubt, you can ask me. This is my contact number. Okay. And my mail ID is sagosavi@coe.sweri.ac.in. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Have you noted it down?
Yes.
Okay. So now this is our institute vision and mission, and also this is my contact information. You can contact me on this mobile number or on my mail ID. This is my WhatsApp number also. You can send me the text. Okay. But see, while sending any problem on the WhatsApp, you should take care that you should write your name, your class, and division also. Okay. Because I am not teaching to only to first year. From first year to M.Tech, I'm almost teaching to 2-3 classes, so I may not be able to recognize you. You are from which class? So if you called me, and if I have not received the call, then if you have sent me the problem on the WhatsApp on this number, then below that problem you should write your name, your class, and your division. Okay, so and your roll number also, so that I will be able to recognize you. Okay, so follow these 2-3 small things, then it will be very good for you. So now moving further, I will stop this screen sharing now. Now we will move to the engineering. Okay, so engineering first. Now you have taken the admission to the engineering. Now what is the engineering? Okay, so you should know the meaning of this. What is the engineering? That is why I have presented you this slide in front of you. The word engineer originates from the Latin term engineerate. Okay, engineer, R-A-R-E. Okay. So this is the Latin word, so the pronunciation of this word is not familiar to us. Okay, we know Marathi, Hindi, English, Kannada, Telugu, but this is the Latin language, so there is a difference in the pronunciation. Okay, So this is the word from which this Latin word from which the engineer word is what we can say evolved. So meaning of this word, meaning is to invent or to create or to regulate. Okay. Invent means what? Something new you can invent. Okay. Something new you can create. Invention. Okay. Research and invention. Invention means what? Shod. नवीन शोध कशाचा तरी लावणे. That is the meaning of this term word engineer. To create something new. ओके. दरवेळेला शोध लावणे म्हणजे अशी नवीन वस्तूच हुडकून काढायला पाहिजे असं काही नाही ना. तुम्ही नवीन एखादी प्रोसेस पण हुडकून काढू शकता. प्रोसेस. ओके. देर आर डिफरंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्रोसेसेस. आता तुम्हाला प्रोसेस बद्दल सांगायचं झालं तर तुमचं वेस्ट वॉटर जे असतं ते वेस्ट वॉटर पण आपण प्युरिफाय करू शकतो. हे तुम्ही शिकलेलं आहात ऑलरेडी. तर त्याच्यासाठी काहीतरी प्रोसेस आहे सर्टन. ओके. सेटलमेंट टँक असेल, तुमचा प्रायमरी टँक असेल, तिथे तुम्ही त्रुटी मिक्स करत असताल, एरिएशन करत असताल, व्हॉट एव्हर मे बी द स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस आहे. त्या प्रोसेसमध्ये तुम्ही काहीतरी नवीन इन्व्हेंट करू शकता. इन्व्हेंट म्हणजे नवीन ती प्रोसेस तुम्ही काहीतरी बदलू शकता की ज्याच्यामुळे तुमचं आउटपुट वेगळं येतं. त्याला म्हणू शकतो आपण टू क्रिएट द न्यू प्रोसेसेस. ओके. Or to regulate. Regulate is having the same meaning, right? To create whatever the things is going on from last decade that you are going to regulate means you are modifying that and you are continuing that. That is the meaning of regulate. Okay. Are you understanding what I am trying to tell you, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you having the problem that I am continuously speaking in English, or you are okay with this? What?
So okay with English.
Okay with English, because what is the thing is that you should see more and more you listen the English and more you try to speak in English, then your communication is going to improve. If the certain point, if I speak in English and if you don't understand that, then ask me at that time only. Okay, so that you will get cleared why I am speaking in English. See, mostly for the first year we will try to speak as much as in Marathi. Okay, but I am not speaking that much in Marathi because I want that you should learn this English also, because if you go for any competitive examination or in any company after 4 years for the job or any interview, okay, as an engineer they are not going to ask you the questions in Marathi, okay, or in your mother tongue, maybe Kannada, Telugu, whatever it may be. Okay, they are not going to ask you the question in those languages. They are going to ask you the question only in English, and you have to give the answer in English only. Okay, so keep that in mind and try to catch the things. And त्याच्यात पण आता थोडं मराठी पण बोलतोय मी. त्याच्यात पण जर तुम्हाला समजा इंग्लिश मध्ये काय अडचण आली, काही समजलं नाही, तर तुम्ही मला विचारा की सर हे तुम्ही आता जे सेंटेन्स सांगितले नाही कळालं. Then I am going to repeat it in English as well as in Marathi so that it will be easier for you to understand. आणि English is not a difficult language, first thing. आता मी तुमच्याशी इंग्लिश मध्ये बोलतोय, ठीक व्यवस्थित तुम्हाला समजायला असं बोलतोय, एकही मी अवघड शब्द वापरलेला नाहीये, पण इंग्लिश बोलतोय का नाही. सो लाईकवाईज यू शुड ऑल्सो प्रॅक्टिस टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश. ओके, इंग्लिश इज नॉट सच अ लँग्वेज दॅट यू शुड यूज बिग वर्ड्स. ओके, and you should say that my English is very good. That is not at all the thing is there. Okay, we by know the simple vocabulary also you can speak the English. Okay, so come back to our topic. What is engineering? So engineering means to invent, to create, to regulate. Okay, so engineering is the professional art of applying scientific principles to everyday things to help make life easier. Simple thing is that engineering is the art of applying the scientific principles. So whatever the scientific principles you are learning in physics, also in the 12th standard you have learned some principles. Okay, you have seen the motion of the bodies, you have studied about the force, scalar quantities, vector quantities, so many things you have studied. Okay, so but आपण काय करतो, ते अभ्यास करतो आणि तिथंच सोडून देतो. अभ्यास करतो, ते डोक्यात ठेवतो, परीक्षेला लिहितो, परीक्षा झाली की त्या अभ्यासाचा आपला काहीही संबंध नाही. होतं की नाही असं? ओके, तर तसं न करता वन्स यू लर्न अ थिंग, ओके, ट्राय टू फाइंड आउट द प्रॅक्टिकल ऍप्लिकेशन्स ऑफ दॅट. दॅट इज व्हॉट हिअर दे आर सेइंग, दॅट अप्लाइंग द सायंटिफिक प्रिन्सिपल्स टू एव्हरीडे थिंग्स. जे तुम्ही आपण डेली ऍक्टिव्हिटी करतो किंवा जे काय आपल्या ऍक्टिव्हिटी असतात, तर त्याला जर आपण हे सायंटिफिक प्रिन्सिपल जर अप्लाय करू शकलो टू मेक अवर लाईफ इझियर, म्हणजे कमी एफर्ट्स मध्ये एखादं काम, तर त्याला म्हणतात की इट इज द इंजिनिअरिंग. Okay, it is the professional art. समजलं? So this is the engineering. So this is the motivational sentence which I have written over here. Engineer, efficient, knowledge, genius, inventive, never give up. Okay, enterprising, exacting, and resourceful. So this positivity you should keep with you always. Okay, be confident and always think that I can do that. Just I need to put the efforts. Okay, hard work is also required and smart work is also required. ओके, नुसत्या हार्डवर्कनी पण काही होत नाही, नुसत्या स्मार्ट वर्कनी सुद्धा काही होत नाही. सो यू हॅव टू अप्लाय बोथ. आपल्या लक्षात यायला पाहिजे की तर प्रॅक्टिसची गरज आहे आपल्याला. दिस इज अप्लाइड मेकॅनिक्स, इंजिनिअरिंग मेकॅनिक्स, दिस इज मॅथमॅटिक्स. वी रिक्वायर्ड मोर प्रॅक्टिस. वी हॅव टू सॉल्व मोर न्यूमरिकल्स. We have to do these things. So their hard work is required. Something concepts are there like in physics, chemistry, or basic civil engineering. So there you should apply your mind and smartly you should try to remember the concepts and everything, whatever required. Okay. So next thing is engineering. So see here at the right hand side corner, I can't do it. That T is getting away. I can do it. You should always say that I can do it. Okay. So use technical knowledge, scientific principles. As an engineer, we have to use the technical knowledge. We have to think everything in from the scientific perspective. Okay. Think about everything or every uh, moment of the body or whatever it may be. Think from the scientific point of view. Okay. Then to create better. आता पहिल्यांदा when you have seen the first computer, when the invention of the computer was there, and the first computer it was stored in a big room. Okay, the CPU of the computer was of the size of a room. म्हणजे आता जे तुम्ही एवढे लहान लहान सीपीयू बघताय ना, ते पहिल्यांदा जेव्हा कम्प्युटरचा शोध लागला होता तो केवढा होता, एका रूम एवढा त्याचा सीपीयू होता मोठा. तर त्याला एक रूम लागायची. Now after that its size gets compact. Okay, so that is to create better. To create better, as an engineer we should create better products, better services, better instruments. Okay, and we should work for the development of the society. We should work for development of the society. सगळं आपलंच बघायचं नाही, आपलं तर बघायचंच, आपल्या बरोबर सोसायटीचं सुद्धा बघायचं. Okay, then these are some steps in everybody's life. We always ask these questions to ourselves, and we always thinking about these steps which I have shown over here. Okay, I won't do it. पहिल्यांदा वाटत असते I can't do it. ओके, एक दोन स्टेप पुढे गोल पर्यंत चढल्यावरती सुद्धा आपल्याला वाटतंय होऊ शकतं का नाही माझ्याकडं, पण मला करायचं तर आहे, हे तर मनामध्ये नेहमी पाहिजे. ओके, एखादी गोष्ट तुम्हाला अचीव करायची तर जेव्हा तुम्ही हाफ वेला येता तेव्हा तुमच्या डोक्यात येते की पुढचा हाफ मी कसं करू, हाऊ डू आय डू इट. ओके, अँड देन आय विल ट्राय टू डू इट, आय कॅन डू इट, आय विल डू इट, अँड येस आय डिड इट. Okay, so this is the positive motivational energy which you should always keep with you. Never think that you are not can't do anything. Okay, कसं असतंय की कुणाला एखादी गोष्ट करायला कमी वेळ लागतो, कुणाला जास्त वेळ लागतो, पण दुसऱ्या गोष्टीमध्ये दुसऱ्याला कमी वेळ लागत असेल, पहिल्याला जास्त वेळ लागत असेल. ओके, सो एव्हरीबडी इज हॅव्हिंग डिफरंट लेवल ऑफ थिंकिंग, डिफरंट स्किल्स. So now you have to identify what skills you are having and how you are going to enhance your skills. Okay, so now with this note, now we will move to our engineering mechanics syllabus. Okay, so now here you are seeing that Solapur University semester 1 engineering mechanics, our subject code is C114. So here examination scheme. So when the offline examination was there earlier, then there is the examination of 70 marks. Okay, ESC, then ISC of 30 marks. So in semester examination, we used to take the 3 ISEs, and out of that, we used to give the marks. I think in detail about the ISE already it is spoken by your class coordinator. So I am not going into much more detail of this ISE. Then IC is the term work marks, internal continuous assessment of 25 marks, which was based on the practical as well as the assignments which you do. The assignments given to you by the subject teacher, and you have been given the deadline to submit the assignments. Based on that, those marks will be given to you. So theory, 3 hours per week is the lectures given by the university, but as per our timetable, if you go through the timetable, we are having more lectures. So we will cover your syllabus very easily. Okay, then practice 2 hours. So total 5 hours university says, but we give in the timetable 6 to 7 hours. Okay. So now these are the course objectives. So course objectives means what? What we want to give you by by from this course. Okay, what we want to offer you or what we want to give you from this course, that is nothing but the course objectives. You can learn, go through this course objective. And the course outcomes. Okay. The course outcome means what? After completion of this course means the subject, once we have gone through the 100% syllabus, and then after completion of this course, what student must know, okay, or what's this at the end of the course the students will be able to, okay, what you will able to, so apply the fundamental concepts of engineering, then analyze various statically determinate beams, trusses, okay, center of gravity and moment of inertia, like those, locate the center of gravity and moment of inertia, like those things you are going to learn in these subjects. These are some important things. This is the summary of the subject. Okay, after learning the subjects, here you can see from C114.1 to C114.5, 5 pointers are given over here. Okay, so at least, this is least I am telling, at least you should be learn these things, or you should be able to analyze this. Okay, at least you should learn these things. So students will be able to do these things after learning the subject. Okay, just I will read for your understanding. At the end of this course, so after the completion of this course, the students will be able to, okay, so first, apply the fundamentals of engineering mechanics for analyzing the effects of system of forces acting on the rigid body. So you will be able to analyze the system of forces which is acting on the rigid body. What is rigid body? What is elastic body? What is plastic body? That we will see later on. For your syllabus only, rigid body is there. Okay. Then analyze the various types of statically determinate beams, pin jointed trusses, analytical and graphical methods. So beams. So now in day-to-day life also, now you are sitting at your home, you can see slab is there at the top. Okay, if you see upwards, then slab is there. Below the slab, exactly below the slab is resting on the beams. The horizontal structural member which is below the slab, it is called as the beam. Okay, beam always takes the load which is coming from the slab. स्लॅब कडनं जो काही लोड येतोय स्ट्रक्चरचा, तो कोणावरती ट्रान्सफर होतो? बीम. बीमला तुम्ही सिंपल भाषेत असं म्हणू शकता, इथं जे बीम्स म्हणलेले आहेत, बीम म्हणजे काय, तर अ मेंबर which carries a force or load perpendicular to its length is called as beam. It is supported at the ends or it is supported in between. तुम्ही जर ती बीम बघितली तर एका कोपऱ्यापासून दुसऱ्या कोपऱ्यापर्यंत गेलेली असते, म्हणजे त्या कोपऱ्याला त्याला सपोर्ट दिलेला आहे त्या बीमला. ओके, आणि ती बीम काय करते तर स्लॅबचा लोड घेते. तर इथं काय म्हणलेलं आहे या सीओ मध्ये, तर कोर्स आउटकम मध्ये, कोर्स आउटकमला शॉर्ट मध्ये सीओ म्हणतात, सीओ. Analyze various types of statically determinate beams. So you will be able to do the analysis of various types of beams. Okay, what is the reaction of the beam, what is the force acting on the beam, that you are able to calculate. Then pin jointed trusses by analytical and graphical methods. So pin jointed trusses. So trusses means what? तुम्ही जर कधी इथे गेला असाल रेल्वे प्लॅटफॉर्म वरती, आता तुम्ही एवढं ह्याच्याने बघितलं नसेल, बट नाउ नेक्स्ट टाइम यू कॅन सी वेन यू विजिट द रेल्वे प्लॅटफॉर्म यू सी यू माइट बी सीन दॅट. बघा तुम्ही ते हे काढतो, तुम्ही जर रेल्वे प्लॅटफॉर्म वरती गेलात ना कधी, तर तुम्हाला असं दिसेल चित्र की असे इथे शेड्स असतात, असे पत्रे असतात, असे असे गेले. ओके, असे पत्रे असे या साईडला असे ही लाईन समजा आता मी अशी काढली, हे असे पत्रे टाकलेले असतात तिथं. माय ड्रॉइंग इज नॉट दॅट मच परफेक्ट बट इट इज लाईक दॅट. असे पत्र्याचे शीट्स असतात या बाजूला. ओके, इथे सगळे शीट्स टाकलेले असतात आणि ह्याला सपोर्ट करायला खाली आहे ना असे लोखंडाचे बार्स तुम्हाला दिसतील, असं काहीतरी स्ट्रक्चर जोडलेलं असतं. असं इथून एक असा बार असतो असा गेलेला, असा असं असं काहीतरी स्ट्रक्चर दिसेल, काही जॉमेट्री असेल त्याची. ओके, बट यू विल सी द स्टील रॉड्स विच आर प्रोव्हाइडेड बिलो दोज शीट्स. ओके, त्या पत्र्यांना आपण पत्र्याचे पण शीट्सचे प्रकार आहेत, बेस्ट ऑफ शीट्स आर देअर. ओके, तर त्याला सपोर्ट करायला अशा तुम्ही रेल्वे प्लॅटफॉर्म मध्ये बघितलं तर असे पत्रे असतील दोन्ही साईड. इकडे तुमचं रेल्वे रूळ असते साईडला आणि प्लॅटफॉर्म असतो शेजारी, असे पत्रे असतात. त्या पत्र्याच्या खाली जर तुम्ही बघितलं तर तुम्हाला एक वेगळं स्ट्रक्चर दिसेल. आता जर नीट जर तुम्ही जाऊन बघितलं तर जेव्हा कधी व्हिजिट करतात काय, तर तेव्हा नीट आवर्जून बघा तिथं काय मी सांगतोय. तुम्हाला त्या पत्र्याच्या खाली असं वेगवेगळे रॉड्स दिसतील, एखादा आडवा आहे, एखादा उभा आहे, ते एका ठिकाणी सगळे कुठेतरी जॉईंट व्हायला लागलेले आहेत आणि काहीतरी असं स्ट्रक्चर उभं केलं आणि त्याच्यावरती ते पत्रे टाकलेले आहेत. सो दॅट स्ट्रक्चर वॉट एव्हर यू आर गोइंग टू सी दोज आर कॉल्ड ॲज ट्रसेस. त्याला म्हणायचं ट्रसेस. ओके, तर त्या ट्रसेस मध्ये फोर्सेस प्रत्येक मेंबर मध्ये त्या ट्रसच्या किती फोर्स येतो, ते कसं अनालिसिस करायचं, हे सगळं सुद्धा तुम्ही या सब्जेक्ट मध्ये शिकणार आहात. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज locate centroid and center of gravity and calculate the moment of inertia of plane lamina. Okay, so centroid and center of gravity I think you have learned in the 12th standard. शिकलाय ना तुम्ही का नाही? रिंगचं काहीतरी होतं वाटतं तुम्हाला फिजिक्स मध्ये, mr²/2 वगैरे घ्यायचा की मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का नाही? mr²/4 where m is the mass, r is the radius. Yes, no? झालंय का नाही झालंय का?
सर
हा, आवाज ऐकू आला नाही मला, परत एकदा सांगताय?
हो सर.
हा, झालेलं आहे. म्हणजे तुम्हाला या टर्म्स थोडक्यात माहिती आहेत थोड्याफार. सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी काय असतंय, मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया काय असते. ओके, सेंटर ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटी म्हणजे काय असतं माहिती का, की समजा तुम्ही एखादी गोष्ट, एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट जर कन्सिडर केला, समजा आता उदाहरणार्थ मी समजा हे मोबाईल जर मी कन्सिडर केलं, ओके हा मोबाईल, तर या मोबाईलचं जे वेट आहे, हे वेट आहे ते सगळ्या बाजूनीच ऍक्ट होणार आहे, बरोबर आहे. हा मोबाईल जर मी असा हातावरती ठेवला तर मला सगळीकडेच वेट जाणवणार आहे या मोबाईल. पण अप्लाइड मेकॅनिक्स मध्ये किंवा इंजिनिअरिंग मेकॅनिक्स मध्ये आपण काय करतो, तर मला ह्याला अनालिसिस करायचं, मला ह्याला जर अनालाइज करायचं असेल ना, तर ह्याचं जे काही वेट आहे, जे काही वेट ह्याच्या ग्राउंडवर किंवा हातावरती ऍक्ट होणार आहे, ते वेट मी असं अज्युम करतो की एका कुठल्या तर पॉईंट मधनं खाली ऍक्ट होतो, एकच पॉईंट मी पकडतो. ऍक्च्युली असं प्रॅक्टिकली नसतं. प्रॅक्टिकली तुम्ही बघितलं तरी सगळ्या पॉईंट मधनच वेट येणार आहे माझ्या हातावरती. नाही, प्रॅक्टिकली असं नसतं. प्रॅक्टिकली काय असतं की सगळ्या पॉईंट मधनं वेट ऍक्ट होतं, बट वी थिंक दॅट वी अज्युम दॅट weight of this body is acting through the single point on the ground or anywhere where it is kept at that surface from the single point only. That single point we usually called it as a center of gravity or centroid. For two-dimensional figure we called it as a centroid. For three-dimensional figure we called it as the center of gravity. In detail that we will see when we are going to go learn that chapter. At that time I will tell you in the detail, but just now for the introductory purpose. And the moment of inertia, that also you are knowing might be it is the second moment of area. Okay, second moment of area about the axis passing through the centroid. So आताच तुम्हाला सांगितलं की सेंट्रॉइड किंवा सीजी म्हणजे काय असते की सेंटरचा पॉईंट जिच्यातनं वेट ऍक्ट होते, त्याच ऍक्सिस भोवती एखादी जर बॉडी असेल पूर्ण, आता ही समजा बॉडी आहे पूर्ण आणि ह्याचा हा सेंटरचा पॉईंट हा, इथनं माझं वेट ऍक्ट होतंय, इथनं जर मी असा ऍक्सिस पास केला तर हा जो एरिया आहे या पूर्ण बॉडीचा, या एरियाची जर मी या ऍक्सिसला मोमेंट घेतली तर ती मोमेंट म्हणजे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया असतो. ती मोमेंट म्हणजे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया असतो. आता मोमेंट म्हणजे काय ते आपण डिटेलमध्ये परत शिकू. मोमेंट इज नथिंग बट फोर्स इंटू परपेंडिक्युलर डिस्टन्स. मोमेंट इज नथिंग बट फोर्स इंटू परपेंडिक्युलर डिस्टन्स. ओके, जस्ट इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट तुम्हाला मी सांगतोय सध्याला आता ते पण सीओशी रिलेटेड. अजून आपल्याला सिलेबसला जायचंय पुढे. सो नाव C114.4. Apply the knowledge of kinematics and kinetics of rigid body motion to solve the problems of bodies in motion. Kinetics and kinematics. Okay. Kinetics and kinematics means what? We are considering the mass and the force causing the motion in the kinematics. In the kinetics, we don't consider. So that we will going to see, it is the part of dynamics. These are the sub branches of dynamics. Basically, applied mechanics is divided into two parts. Applied mechanics is divided into two parts. First is statics, second is dynamics. Okay, hydrostatic is also there and pneumatic is also there, but that is not for your syllabus. So statics and dynamics, two parts are there. Okay, of the applied mechanics. Statics means what? We are going to learn the study and the forces when the body is at the rest. And dynamics means what? The body is in motion. We are going to learn the evaluation of the forces, everything when the body is in motion. So again, static has not having any subpart, but that dynamic is again divided into two parts: kinetics and kinematics. Okay, so we will learn that in the first unit. We will learn this. Then last, use work energy methods for analyzing linear and rotational motion. Okay, so linear motion, that is the linear motion, you have already known the linear motion. Rotational motion, that also you have known. लिनियर मोशन तुम्ही शिकलायत ना, सगळे फॉर्म्युले लिनियर मोशनचे. काय काय फॉर्म्युले असतात सांगा बरं मला. लिनियर मोशन झाले ना 12वी तुम्हाला? येस और नो? Have you learned all the formula? V is equal to U plus AT. Have you learned this in the 12th standard?
Yes,
Yes,
हा, मग मला आता तिन्ही फॉर्म्युले सांगा. तुम्ही शिकलाय ना 12वीला लिनियर मोशन. मला सांगा काय काय फॉर्म्युले असतात.
V is equal to U plus AT.
V is equal to U plus AT. Okay, where this V is what?
Velocity. Final velocity.
Now it is correct. It is not velocity, it is final velocity. U is the initial velocity.
Initial velocity.
A is the
Acceleration.
acceleration and T is the time.
Time.
So this is the first equation. Second equation,
S is equal to
S is equal to UT plus
1/2 AT square.
half AT square. Okay, again you know the terms. S is what? Distance or displacement?
Displacement.
Sure काका, distance असतं S म्हणजे काय?
Displacement.
Displacement. Okay, so just 1 minute. ओके, काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम आला दिसतोय. तुम्हाला हे दिसत आहे ना? स्क्रीन दिसतेय का?
दिसते.
ओके, just 1 minute. I think something problem is there. Okay, now are you able to see the previous screen which was there earlier?
Yes.
Okay, so S is equal to UT plus half AT square. And then what was the third equation?
V square is equal to U square plus 2AS.
The square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So these are the equations for what? For linear motion. These are the equations for linear motion. आता हेच जर मी तुम्हाला रोटेशनल मोशन म्हणजेच अँग्युलर मोशन साठी विचारलं असतं, तुम्ही काय केलं असतं? यू रिप्लेस V by omega. Am I right? You will replace V by omega, that is final velocity. You will replace U by omega 0, that is initial velocity, you will replace a acceleration by alpha, angular acceleration, and t will remain as it is. Okay, t will remain as it is, and you will get the equations of rotational motion. Okay. Also, if I tell you to let me know the equations of the gravitational motion, means up and down, upward and downward motion, then what is the difference in these equations? In the linear equations, if you replace your acceleration A by acceleration due to gravity G, then the equations which you will get, those are nothing but the equations for upward and downward motion. Okay, gravitational motion. This motion is called as a gravitational motion. Namaste. Linear motion means this, horizontal motion. This is your linear motion, horizontal motion. Rotational motion is the rotation is there. This is the rotation. This is the rotation. If it is rotate, that is the rotational motion. And gravitational motion is this motion, up and down. Okay. So once you remember the equations of the linear motion, from that you can easily find out the equations of gravitational motion as well as the equations of the angular motion. Okay. So now I will clear all this. Now we will move further. So these are the chapter outcomes. These things you should learn. Now this is our course curriculum. Here you can see. I will tell you in short now. Already I have given you a lot of introduction about this. So your unit number 1 is resultant of co-planar forces. Okay, 4 marks is there, 2 hours. Okay, so here the basic units, SI units. You already know what is SI units. Okay, body, rigid body, particle body. That definition already you have studied in the 12th. Rigid body also you have studied. Rigid body, elastic body, plastic body. Then scalar quantities, vector quantities. This also you know that scalar quantity which requires only magnitude, those are scalar quantities. Vector quantities which requires magnitude as well as directions, those are the vector quantities. Those we will see later on while we are going through this unit. Okay, idealization of engineering problem, forces, laws of transmissibility of force, that I will tell you, very simple law is there. Then moment of a force. Now here you will come across the terminology moment. Okay, so this is the important concept that I will tell you. Moment of the force, then couple of the moment, then the resultant forces, then parallelogram law of forces, triangle law of forces, polygon law of forces, and Varignone's theorem. This we are going to learn, and this for this 2 hours is given time. Okay, so from the next lecture we will start this first unit. So it is very easy. Then in that unit also, for the next 3 lectures, composition of co-planar concurrent forces, non-concurrent forces. Okay, analytical and graphical methods. So co-planar forces, graphical methods we will see at the end. We will not go right now for the graphical method because for that graph paper is required, that everything is required, that we will take at the last. And also in the examination also, on the graphical method the question will not be asked because they will not provide you graph page in the examination. Also in the offline examination, also in an online examination, MCQs will be there. Okay, so we will see at the last about the graphical method. But the composition of co-planar forces, non-co-planar forces, this already you have known, you are familiar with these terms. Co-planar lying in the same plane, non-co-planar lying in the different planes. Concurrent forces, the forces which are meeting at a single point, those are concurrent forces. Non-concurrent forces, the forces which are meeting at the different points or acting on a different points, those are non-concurrent forces. So these types of things we are going to learn in you are going to learn in unit number 1. Okay, this is your unit number 1, resultant of co-planar forces. Then your unit number 2 will be equilibrium of rigid bodies. Okay, so for that 7 hours time is there. Again, it is divided into 3 parts, 2, 4, and 1. This is the lecture division given. Okay, in this way we are going to cover it, and marks are also given. Okay, marks are also given. You can see that. So in the second unit, equilibrium of rigid bodies. So first you are going to learn what is the equilibrium. You will understand the concept of equilibrium. Then you will understand the equations of equilibrium. Okay. Then what is the free body diagram that you are going to learn in this chapter, and also the most important, Lamy's theorem. Okay. Roll number 34. Please don't annotate on the screen. Okay. Just wait. I will off disable annotation from others. Okay. So now it is locked. So except me now, nobody will be able to write on the screen. So equilibrium of co-planar forces, Lamy's theorem, that most important theorem will be there that you are going to learn, and very simple. Applied mechanics is the very simple subject. Just you follow the instructions timely, whatever I am giving to you, and whatever the problems we are doing, understand those problems thoroughly. Then this subject is very easy subject. Okay. Friction, types of friction, limiting friction. Friction आता है तुम्हाला माहितीच आहे फ्रिक्शन काय असते ते. You have already learned this in the 12th standard. Laws of friction हे सगळं झालेलं आहे तुम्हाला. स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन, डायनामिक फ्रिक्शन. ओके. बॉडी जर एखाद्या जागेवर स्टेशनरी असेल थांबलेली, this is the example of static friction. If it is moving, this is the example of dynamic friction. Okay. Support reactions of statically determinate beams with point loads, inclined loads, uniformly distributed loads, uniformly varying loads, and couples. This is also very easy, I will tell you. Okay, you will enjoy the numericals when you are solving this. Okay, it is very easy. Then that we will see later on in detail. Whenever right now I have told you what is beam. That much introduction is sufficient for the member which carries the load from the slab and which is situated below the slab. It is nothing but your beam. Okay, but different types of beams are there. Floor beams are there, lintel beams are there, plinth beams are there. कुणाचं घराचं बांधकाम झालं असेल लेटेस्ट तर त्यांना माहित असेल कसल्या कसल्या बीम्स असतात ते. तुम्ही शब्द ऐकले असतील त्या मिस्त्रीकडनं किंवा कॉन्ट्रॅक्टरकडनं. ओके. आणि मग मी तुम्हाला सांगतो की ते बांधताना पण कशात चुका असतात, कशात चुका होते. ओके. Now, principles of virtual work, concept only. So here only the concept is required for the virtual work. Numericals are not expected on this virtual work. Okay, so only concept is there.
Yes, Pati.
Then your third unit will be analysis of pin jointed plane frames. Okay. So unit number 3 is analysis of pin jointed plane frames. In that you are going to see the pin jointed structures, then statically determinate plane trusses, perfect frames. फर्स्ट इयरचं लेक्चर आहे ना ते. लाईट इफेक्ट तिकडे नीट पडत नाही म्हणून असं. पिन जॉइंटेड स्टॅटिकली डिटर्मिनेट प्लेन फ्रेम्स, trusses, perfect frames, assumptions, determination of the nature and magnitude of the forces in a member, simple trusses, zero force member. Pin jointed trusses means मी तुम्हाला already explain केलेलं आहे की if you visit the railway station or if you visit any big industrial shed, if you see there is only steel structure is there. Okay. तर तुम्ही MIDC एरियातनं जाताना वगैरे येताना सुद्धा बघा तुम्हाला असं दिसेल बघा की सगळे टॉवर असते उंच उंच. त्या टॉवर सुद्धा तुम्ही जे मोबाईल कंपनीचे टॉवर सुद्धा बघितले असतील तर तिथे सुद्धा असे स्टीलचे मेंबर्स असतात सगळे जॉईन झालेले. That is nothing but those are the small types of trusses that we are going to see how to analyze them, that we are going to learn. Okay. Then analysis of trusses by method of joints and method of sections. Two methods are there on which the numericals will be asked in the examination if it is offline. Then method of joints and method of sections. Those two methods we are going to learn. Graphical method will not be asked in the examination even though it is offline. Okay. So we will see method of joints and method of sections. How to analyze the truss. Okay, this we are going to see. Then the last unit from your section 1. It is center of gravity and moment of inertia. You are familiar with this term. What is center of gravity? You know that. What is moment of inertia? That is also you know that. And that we will see in detail while we go through this chapter. 5 hours time is allocated total. Here you can see, but here the 6 hours are given. 4 plus 2, 6. Okay. So sometimes from the university also these types of things are happen. Printing mistake maybe. So here we will take the 6 to 7 hours These hours are very less. We will consume at least 8 to 10 hours to complete these chapters. Okay, with some good amount of numericals, which we are going to solve on this topic. So, center of gravity, moment of inertia, little bit we have discussed earlier at the time of CO. In the moment of inertia, you are going to learn the parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem. Those are very important theorems which you are going to learn in this unit. Okay, this is very important thing. You must know what is the parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem. That is the thing. In upcoming years also, second year, third year, final year, you will require these things. Okay. And the radius of gyration, polar moment of inertia, that we will see. Now from here, unit number 5, your section 2 begins. Okay, so unit number 5 is of total 16 marks. Here you will see rectilinear motion means linear motion, equations of motion, motion curves. Okay, motion curves means we will see the graph, velocity versus time, velocity versus displacement, acceleration versus time, displacement versus time, and numericals based on that. Then curvilinear motion, angular motion. Okay, curvilinear motion means translation as well as rotation will be there. Curve. Okay, that type of motion, that is the curvilinear motion. Then angular motion, you know that angular motion. We have already discussed the equations. Okay, a few minutes back, 10-15 minutes back, we have written all the 3 equations of linear motion. Similarly, we can write the equations of angular motion also. Derivations also you have studied in the 12th standard regarding this. It is like a revision to you. We are going to take all the things which you have studied in the 12th also and advanced things also. What you have not studied in 12th, that advanced things also there are there in this chapter. Those we are going to cover all these things in the unit number 5. Okay. Then the kinetics of the particle. So in the kinetics of the particle, that is linear motion and angular motion. Newton's laws we are going to study for linear motion as well as for angular motion. Okay, D'Alembert's principle is there. The numericals based on D'Alembert's principle that we are going to see in this unit. After that, the motion of connected bodies means what? Suppose now 2 boxes are there and 2 boxes are connected by a rope. म्हणजे 2 बॉक्स आहेत आणि ते दोरीने जोडलेले आहेत आणि एक बॉक्सला ओढत नेतोय आपण, तर त्या बॉक्सेसला कसं अनालिसिस करायचं, त्याच्यावरती किती फोर्सेस येत असणार, त्याच्यावरचा फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स किती असेल, मग त्या दोरीची जाडी किती ठेवावं लागेल की जेणेकरून ती तुटणार नाही, त्याच्यामध्ये टेन्शन किती डेव्हलप होईल, हे सगळं अनालिसिस आपण या युनिटमध्ये शिकणार आहोत. दॅट ऑल वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न इन दिस युनिट. ओके, that is the motion of connected bodies. Then next is the circular motion, kinetics of rotation, torque, mass moment of inertia, and problems on centroidal rotation. Okay, so जसं काय म्हणतात त्याला, लिनियर मोशन मध्ये फोर्स घेतो आपण, तसं अँग्युलर मोशन मध्ये आपण काय म्हणतो, टॉर्क. करेक्ट. जसं इकडं वेलोसिटी असती v, तसं इकडे वेलोसिटी काय असणार आहे, ओमेगा. जसं तिथं आपण मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया पकडतो mi, तसं इथं काय असणार आहे, मास मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. ओके, सो दॅट वी आर गोइंग टू सी when we are dealing with this unit. Then work energy method, so unit number 7, work energy method. So potential energy, kinetic energy, हे सगळं तुम्हाला झालेलं आहे ऍक्च्युली. पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी काय असते, कायनेटिक एनर्जी काय असते, हाफ mv स्क्वेअर इज द कायनेटिक एनर्जी, mgh इज द पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी, हाऊ द पोटेन्शियल एनर्जी इज गेटिंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू कायनेटिक एनर्जी, हे सगळं तुम्हाला झालेलं आहे. v = √2gh एक फॉर्म्युला तुम्ही यूज करायचा 12th मध्ये, तर हे सगळं आपण बघणार आहोत. ओके, वर्क एनर्जी इक्वेशन इज देअर, प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ कन्झर्वेशन ऑफ एनर्जी इज ऑल्सो देअर. So that we are going to learn in this unit, 7th unit. Along with that, impulse momentum, collision of the bodies. Now suppose two what we can say rollers are there. Okay, 2 balls are there, whatever may be the thing, 2 circular things are there, and if they collide with each other, then what are the forces in those bodies before collision and what are the forces in those bodies after collision. Collision म्हणजे धडकणे. Okay, before collision the analysis of the body, after collision the analysis of the body, that we are going to learn in this 7th unit also. Okay, different types of impacts and different types of collisions are there. Elastic impact, plastic impact, coefficient of restitution, loss of kinetic energy, loss of potential energy, all we are going to learn in this unit. Okay, that is the impulse momentum. This is the bit that we are going to learn in this unit. The name of the unit is work energy methods. Okay, and after that, mechanical vibrations. That this is more related to machines. In this, we are going to learn the basic terminology, free and forced vibration, resonance. Resonance तुम्हाला झालंय बघा 12th ला. तुम्ही शिकलाय व्हॉट इज रेझोनन्स, रेझोनन्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी, रेझोनन्स कधी ऑफर होतो हे तुम्ही शिकलेलं आहात 12th मध्ये. हे आपण डिटेल मध्ये घेणार आता. ओके, वी विल लर्न इट इन डिटेल. its effects and degree of freedom. Okay. So here ISE will be the test which we are going to conduct on this above syllabus, and ISE will be the experiments are there. We will perform these experiments through online, through virtual lab, and if possible offline is there. I am planning to take it offline, but see how the things goes. Depending upon the situation, we will take those practicals online, offline. In both modes we will take. Okay, there is no problem. So these are the experiments which we are going to do here. Then after that, assignments are also there. Okay, assignments are also there on the various units. Those assignments, these are some textbooks. From these textbooks, I will recommend you to refer this Bhavikatti book. It is very good book. Okay, and also this Kurmi book, R.S. Kurmi. This is also good. Okay. So these two books, at the start you start referring from these two books. My thing is, my perception is that book is not required for you. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जेवढं एक्झामला लागणार आहे आणि जेवढं ऍडिशनल नॉलेज आहे दॅट विल बी गिवन टू यू बाय मी. But still, if you want some more additional knowledge, then you can go for the books. You can refer these books. Okay, and if you do the additional study. Okay. So with this note now, we will stop over here today for the syllabus. Okay, this is our syllabus. In the next lecture, we will start our unit number 1. Okay. So before going to the next lecture, let me take the attendance. Okay. So let me know who is present and who is absent. So just a moment. I am having your rule list. From that, okay. All of you are having your roll numbers. सगळ्यांकडे ना roll numbers मिळालेले आहेत का?
नाही सर, आम्हाला माहित नाही रोल नंबर.
What is your name?
स्वरूप राजाराम चव्हाण.
Swaroop Rajaram Chavan. Your roll number is 35. Okay.
ओके सर.
B35. तुमचा रोल नंबर आहे B35. ओके, बाकी सगळ्यांना रोल नंबर माहिती आहेत?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will count the roll number. You should give me the attendance in yes or no. Yes sir, no. Okay, no sir म्हणायचा काही प्रश्नच नाही. आवाज आला नाही तर मी absent म्हणून लिहिल. So today, what is the date today? I think 17 December. Okay, 17 December.
Yes sir.
Lecture timing was 11 to 12. FY Division B. Okay, absent numbers. So roll number 1.
Present.
2.
Present, sir.
3.
Present, sir.
4.
Present, sir.
5.
Present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7.
Present.
8.
Present, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
10.
Present, sir.
11.
Present, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present, sir.
14.
Present, sir.
15.
Present, sir.
16.
Present, sir.
17.
Present, sir.
18. Roll number 18. Swarupa Rathod. Okay, she is absent. Next, roll number 19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
Vaishnavi. So roll number 20, you should write in front of your name in bracket, you should write B20. Okay, you have not written your roll number in front of your name. See the others also, how they have written. Okay, you should write B20, then use space, and then write your name on the Zoom. Okay. So now 20 is hala. Now 21, 22, 22. Roll number 18 is present. Okay, I have got the message. 22 is absent. So Gaurakka, Umarani. Okay, Umarani Gaurakka is absent. So roll number 22 is absent. 23, Aishwarya Vaidya. 23, absent. 24,
Present, sir.
okay, 25,
Present.
26, Devki Wale, 26. Roll number 26. Okay, present 26. Okay. So roll number 27,
Present, sir.
28,
Present, sir.
29,
Present, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31, Pratiksha Surve. Okay, roll number 18, I have written you as a present. I have got your message. Okay, I have got your message that you are present. Don't worry. So now I am Pratiksha Surve, roll number 31. She is present or absent? I think nobody is given the response, so I am marking her as absent. Okay. Roll number 32.
Present.
Present. Okay. Roll number 32, you should also write B32 in front of your name. 33,
Present, sir.
34,
Present, sir.
35,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
okay, 36, Adesh Gaikwad, 36. Okay, absent. 37, present. Okay, 38,
Present, sir.
present. 39,
Present, sir.
okay, 40, roll number 40, Om Ingre, absent. Okay, 41, Sriram Jadhav, 42, 42, Tushar Jadkar. So
Yes,
roll
sir.
number 42 is present. Okay, 43, Abhijit Khaladkar. Okay, roll number 43, absent. 44, Yash Kulkarni.
Yes, present, sir.
Okay, 45,
Present, sir.
46,
Present, sir.
47, 47, Mane Deshmukh, Ranveer Mane Deshmukh. Okay, 47 is absent. 48,
Present, sir.
49,
Present, sir.
50,
Present, sir.
51,
Present, sir.
52,
Present, sir.
53,
Present, sir.
54,
Present, sir.
55,
Present, sir.
56, 56 कौन है बघा? श्रेयस ताड. Okay, 56 is absent. 57,
Present, sir.
58, 58, Prathamesh Vyavare, absent. 59, Mahadev Wagmare. Mahadev Wagmare is also absent. Okay. Then roll number 60, Vikas Bhosle. Vikas Bhosle,
सर प्रथमेश व्यवहार यानं मेकॅनिकलला टाकले सर ऍडमिशन.
असू दे की मेकॅनिकलला ऍडमिशन असलं तरी डिव्हिजन एकच आहे ना. फर्स्ट इयरला कुठं ब्रांच वाईज असते? आता तुमच्या डिव्हिजन मध्ये भरपूर जण आहेत.
असं आहे.
हा, मग सगळे ब्रांच मिक्स असते तर सिव्हिल, सीएससी, मेकॅनिकल. आता तुमच्या इथे किती तर जण सीएससी आहेत, किती तर जण सिव्हिल आहेत, ENTC आहेत. फर्स्ट इयरला सगळे विषय सारखे असतील.
असं
ओके.
आहे.
हा, माहित नव्हतं काय ऍडमिशन घ्यायच्या आधी. बर, ठीक आहे. विकास भोसले त्यांना सांगा अटेंड करायला. हा, नाहीतर सीसीना भेटायला सांगा काय असला प्रॉब्लेम तर. रोल नंबर 61 अभिजित गिरे का गेरे काय GIRE अभिजित. रोल नंबर 61 is absent. 62 Dattatray Raut. Okay, 62 is also. Okay, so your attendance is over. Now I think you are having lunch break 12 to 1. Okay, sorry, I have taken 5-7 minutes extra. From next lecture we will stop our teaching before 5 to 7 minutes, and then we will take the attendance so that it will finish on time. Okay, so see you in the next lecture. Tell your students to attend the lecture. From the next lecture we are going to start the syllabus. Okay,
Okay.
end the meeting now.